Hello, everybody.
Hello, Michelle.
Welcome. It's a beautiful sunny day for this celebration. We're so excited that you have decided to spend some time with us this morning on a wonderful celebration. Thank you for joining us. I would like to begin by sharing a land acknowledgement prepared by a King County colleague, Pamela Stearns. We respectfully acknowledge that we are on the land of the Duwamish people, which includes the Muckleshoot, Snoqualmie, and the Tulalip. We honor all of the Coast Salish people whose land and water supports us. As a governmental agency that is occupying Indigenous lands, we feel it is crucial to do what we can to remember the true story of how we got here, and to work towards fixing the injustices that still exist for the Indigenous people who live here today. Let's take a moment to remember that the Indigenous people were and continue to be the original stewards and caretakers of this land. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us as we are thrilled to celebrate the transformation of Route 120 to the newest kid on the block, the RapidRide H Line. Today you'll hear from several leaders who delivered this project, creating a seamless 12 miles of RapidRide excellence, uniting Burien, White Center, Delridge, West Seattle to downtown Seattle. All of these communities worked so hard together in partnership to expand the mobility to connect people with opportunities to thrive. Please join me in welcoming our region's #1 advocate for transit service, Executive Constantine.
Thank you, Michelle. I think I'd have some competition for the title of #1 transit advocate in this crowd. But I am thrilled to be here. You know, we're here and we announced this important project, and then a while later we stood out in the street and talked about the fact that we couldn't get any concrete because there was a strike going on, and we wanted everybody to settle that and get back to business, and then they did, and here we are today. I also want to say that I'm violating the post-COVID dress code wearing a necktie because it's the only green garment I own that I found in my closet. You know, we're celebrating this latest transportation investment that will move our region forward. The launch of the next generation of RapidRide H Line. I want to take a moment to recognize several guests. In honor of Transit Appreciation Week and Transit Operator Appreciation Day, please join me in thanking Route 120 Transit Operator, the man who got us into the parking lot safely, Ermias Mulugeta. Thank you, sir, for your service to riders. From right here in White Center, from the nationally acclaimed restaurant Tomo, we have chef and owner Brady Ishiwata Williams. Along with For Culture, we have some of the next generation of transit riders here, along with artists of our limited edition Orca cards, and you'll be excited to see those Orca cards. Jovita Mercado, Yaz Asani, and mentor Angelina Villalobos. And artist Elishaiba Johnson, in memory of her team member Kristen Ramirez. And together they all designed the signature art installation coming soon to the city of Burien, and you'll be hearing from Burien's mayor in a bit. Our consultant and, yes. Also our consultant and contractor teams, WSP and Walsh Construction. I want to thank everyone for being here today. Now, as you saw with our dramatic entrance, starting tomorrow, you're going to see even more of these signature yellow and red buses that represent the best of what King County Metro offers riders up and down Southwest Seattle, White Center, and Burien. RapidRide is the evolution of Metro Transit. And for Route 120 riders, this will be a game changer. This is already the 6th busiest route in King County, carrying some 6,000 passengers each weekday. Listen to this. Last year, more than 1.7 million people boarded a Route 20 coach along this 12-mile corridor. And with today's launch, transforming it into the RapidRide Line H, it means more people will be able to travel faster, more frequently, getting them everywhere they need to go. So during the day, buses will depart every 10 minutes and even more frequently during the morning commute. That's more than 100 trips each direction every weekday. It's taken a transformational investment to make that happen. It's required partnerships, big and small, to make it a reality. And you'll hear more from Michelle, whom you've already met, in just a little bit about what it's taken to get here today. Routes like the H Line connect communities. And now we hope that more people will be able to use this tool to get where they need to go. Starting tomorrow, more people will be able to get to the fast-growing and dynamic communities up and down this part of the county. Visit the world-class restaurants, new restaurants, and old neighborhood haunts. Connect with new work and education opportunities, and just get out and enjoy a little bit more of what this part of King County has to offer. Now, while today has been truly years in the making, there are many more RapidRide lines still in the future, lines on the horizon as part of our Metro Connects long-range plan. Launching this line, the H Line, is the next step on this journey for a happier and healthier future. Together, all of us, all the riders, all the operators, all the builders who made this happen, we're embarking on a new adventure, an exciting future for RapidRide in King County. And with that, I would like to introduce our next speaker, a champion for the community and an advocate for hunger relief and food equity. Please welcome White Center Food Bank Executive Director, Carmen Smith.
Testing? Okay. Thanks, Dal. So over the last several years, White Center Food Bank has made large strides to be partners with the community that we serve in addressing the issues that our community faces. One of the ways that we've done this is back in 2017, we conducted a customer satisfaction survey. And one of the questions was, how do you get to White Center Food Bank? And we were surprised by the answer. Most folks had to take a car to get to White Center Food Bank, and many of those folks had to carpool with their friends because they didn't own a car. And so when we dug a little deeper and had conversations with our customers, the reason that they had to carpool was because our current location on 8th and 108th has really poor access to public transit. And so the customers decided to hop on or get a ride from their friends. So we also learned from the families outside of White Center Food Bank that many of them would have to take 2 buses to get to us, which is really complicated when we're averaging 50 pounds of groceries per visit. So to give you an idea of what 50 pounds of groceries looks like, that's 6 gallons of milk. So taking that on one bus is already a struggle, but taking it on 2 or 3 creates even larger struggles for folks. And you can see folks actually leaving the food bank, oftentimes walking, and they're traveling east or west on 108th, and if you're familiar with that spot near the roundabout, it's uphill both ways. So just think about dragging 50 pounds or carrying 50 pounds of groceries up a hill. So we took this information and we had to search for a new home. So White Center Food Bank has to move, and in 2020 and 2021, we knew that we wanted to be near 15th and Roxbury because of the access to public transit and to try to mitigate some of these issues that our families were seeing. So What's really exciting for us and the launch of the H Line is that the new White Center Food Bank is actually just around the corner from the stop here on 15th and 102nd. It is on 16th where the old La Mexicana tortilla factory used to be, in between AutoZone and the dress shop. So no more carrying 50 pounds of groceries uphill in either direction. And if people want to catch a ride from their friend, it's because they want to, not because they have to. The RapidRide H Line, of course, will not only support White Center Food Bank customers, but it connects unincorporated White Center to Seattle and Burien, which is super exciting for the community to have reliable and faster option to get to where they're going. This rapid ride, along with King County's participatory budgeting, are two big investments in the White Center community, which this community totally deserves. So cheers to a brighter White Center. And I have the great privilege and honor to introduce someone very near and dear to White Center Food Bank, Councilmember Joe McDermott.
Good morning. Good morning. As you can tell by the way I'm dressed, I'm also here to celebrate Transit Appreciation Week. Exactly. And I'm excited to celebrate the launch of RapidRide H. RapidRide H brings faster, more reliable transit service to Burien, to White Center, to the Delridge corridor of West Seattle, and to downtown Seattle, or as I refer to it, King County Council District 8. The H Line's predecessor, Route 120, was one of Metro's top 10 busiest routes before COVID, and ridership remained strong through the pandemic. The communities that are served by the H Line have shown how much transit means to them through their continued support and use of transit. The investment that the H Line brings has been long in coming. Both riders and the community have been waiting for these benefits. But not only do these benefits include dedicated bus lanes, but also new crosswalks and sidewalks, pedestrian improvements, connections for the community. These connections will help people connect not only to transit itself, but from the White Center Food Bank to the Pike Place Market. And in summer, come right here to the stadium to Dub C Fish Sticks baseball games. Yeah. And in the winter, to come to White Center SantaCon. There's always a reason to come to White Center, and now the H Line will get you here. And now it's my pleasure to introduce somebody who thinks you might be riding the H Line only through White Center to her community, the Mayor of Burien, Sophia Aragon.
Thank you, Councilmember McDermott. As the Mayor of Burien, I'm proud to be here at the launch of the new H Line. Burien takes pride in our vibrant and creative community. We are a place that embraces diversity, celebrates art and culture, promotes vitality, and treasures the environment. This project has helped serve as a catalyst for us to advance this vision of Burien. Fast and reliable public transit connecting Burien to jobs and services across the region is critical to help Burien grow in a way that is sustainable and equitable. At the same time the H-Line construction in Burien began, we kicked off a land use study of the Ambam Boulevard corridor. That plan, which Burien City Council will be discussing this year, sets a vision for how transit-oriented development along Ambam can lead to a more vibrant, walkable community and with opportunities for all. Not only is the new H-Line bringing faster and more reliable bus transit options to the families and workers in our community, but it also has brought many pedestrian safety improvements that increase the area's walkability. These improvements include wider sidewalks, with landscape separation from traffic along the portions of Ambom, a new sidewalk connecting 8th Avenue Southwest to Ambom, and a new, safer, signalized pedestrian crossing along the corridor. We're also thrilled to see new public artwork being installed within Burion's newly designated Creative District, an honor the Washington State Arts Commission recently awarded our city. This project also helps us achieve our climate goals. A more reliable public transportation system is an important climate strategy that will lead to less greenhouse gas emissions and a safer environment for Burien today and in the future. Burien is proud to be a partner on this project with King County Metro and the City of Seattle, and we believe this will help us make a difference in the daily lives of Burien residents and create a more vibrant community for Burien. Now I'd like to introduce Adiam Emery, Executive General Manager in the City of Seattle Mayor's Office.
Good morning. Morning. It's a beautiful day to celebrate RapidRide H Line. And so I'm here today on behalf of Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell. And before joining Mayor Harrell's team, I led SDOT's Transportation Operation Division. So I know firsthand the work and challenges of planning, designing, and building a large project like the Delridge RapidRide H Line. I want to start by thanking the community members in Seattle, White Center, Burien, for their involvement and patience throughout the project. You helped shape the future of transportation in our region and advocated for changes to support community for generations to come. I would like to also recognize our partners at King County and City of Burien, and thank the staff and construction workers who worked so hard to build this project. The project was made possible through various funding sources, including Washington State Regional Mobility Grant and King County Metro. Most importantly, I want to thank Seattle voters for approving the levy to move Seattle, which helped pay for this project and many other investments to improve safety, maintain our streets and bridges, and build reliable, affordable travel options for our growing city. The City of Seattle contributed just under $90 million to this project, which includes $47 million in levy to move Seattle funding. Investing in public transit and safe infrastructure is part of Mayor Harrell's One Seattle initiative to build thriving, innovative, and equitable city. Improving transit services supports employment and economy. It creates economic opportunities for people living in Delridge, White Center, and Burien, while also supporting our effort to revitalize downtown Seattle. This supports our One Seattle climate goals, justice goals, to build an equitable, clean energy economy, transition away from fossil fuels, and invest in healthy communities. And it strengthens our commitment to transportation safety and investing in more sustainable travel options for our growing city. And then thanks to the levy to move Seattle, last spring, SDOT also completed work to repave and re-envision Delridge Way Southwest with a multitude of improvements for buses, safety, and accessibility. New bus lanes provide dedicated space for buses to pass other traffic. Upgrade traffic signals put buses at the front of the line at red lights and improved safety for people walking, rolling, and biking. New crosswalks, sidewalks, curb ramps, protected bike lanes, and street lighting improve safety for people traveling to their bus stops or through the neighborhood. Freshly paved roads create smooth, reliable trips for buses for Hermes, who's driving this bus, right? And people driving. We planted over 150 new trees to calm traffic, create shade, and improve air quality. We also planted other new landscaping and built new irrigation system to keep plants healthy. There was also upgrades to the sewer, water, and electrical system for the growing neighborhood. So thank you for having me here, but I'd like to introduce next our Seattle City Council member, Lisa Herbold.
Hey everybody, it's so excited to be here. This is great. This is a great day for all of the communities along the corridor, but especially I'm so excited for the Delridge neighborhoods that I represent as the District 1 council member. Bus ridership has always been so strong along this corridor. Many residents and people who frequent our businesses in this area are transit dependent for access to jobs and services, and this rapid ride corridor will bring more frequent and reliable services to our neighborhoods. The Route 120 carried 1.7 million riders in 2022, and it's the 6th busiest route in King County. It has been one of the 10 busiest routes in the entire metro system for quite a few years, and I'm so proud to be able to say that as a bus rider to be able to brag that one of the bus routes in my district is so strong and has such strong transit ridership. This project is a great example, as we've heard, of collaboration between several jurisdictions, governments who are focused on improving access for Delridge residents and access to the rest of the region for them. The vision for the H Line began soon after the Sound Transit Board decision to select light rail to the Alaska Junction. Delridge had been the other option. Equity informed the decision to pursue the H Line, and Delridge, especially the southern neighborhoods of Delridge, have lower income levels and a high BIPOC population, and that is the foundation for the decisions that we're celebrating today. State funding provided an early boost to get the project going. And the county has been adding bus service to this corridor in previous years, some funded by the Seattle Transit Measure. In previous years, the City Council has adjusted the criteria for city-funded services to Metro to specifically allow for additional service to this corridor because the need is so great. The H Line will tie into Sound Transit. Once it's constructed, it will connect Delridge residents to the regional rail network. And I also want to speak to my appreciation for the work of the Sound Transit Board that they're doing to consider refinements for the Delridge station to really ensure that it does have quick connections between bus and rail. I thank everybody who has been involved across all levels of government in all communities for their work on this multi-jurisdictional project and all of our shared commitment to improving transit for the residents along this corridor, especially those in the District 1 Delridge communities. Thank you. Oh, and sorry, failed to introduce you, but
you're
yes.
great. Thank you so much, Councilmember, and thank you to all of our speakers. As it is represented here today, it really does take the partnership and collaboration of so many people to make Rapid Rides work. And the Rapid Ride program for Metro is such an important part of our system. It really is how we connect people to opportunity and really promote transit as the first choice for everybody. Several statistics have been thrown out, and I'll just add a few more because it's really important to understand just how impactful a large-scale investment like a Rapid Ride is to the jurisdictions that have been represented here today. This project delivers 51 new Rapid Ride stations, 5 new miles of bus lanes. It also delivers safety improvements that the communities have asked for, many that you have heard about today, for a total of 40 new crosswalks. As a pedestrian walking to and from your transit station, you know just how important those environmental conditions are for you to get to home safely and to that bus safely. So these are huge investments that make a difference for the users of the system. Combined with Seattle's Delridge improvements, the investment totals an incredible $154.1 million. That is a significant investment in this jurisdiction. Sincere thanks to the City of Seattle and to the City of Burien for sticking with us, joining us at the table, helping us make good decisions. And also to the business partners and the community members along the way. You helped us make better choices for the service that you wanted in the end. We also know that building this infrastructure has impact, and you stuck with it, and here we are today launching this new service that you will now get to enjoy. As was mentioned, this is a really exciting week for Metro with Transit Appreciation Week. And I want to spend a minute thanking Metro colleagues. If you're in the audience, where's Metro folks? Thank you so much to Team Metro. This is such an exciting part to plan, to build, and then to see come into implementation. Such hard work. I appreciate every single one of you. You all are amazing. And just, I hope you feel the celebration in this day as well. And thank you also to our labor partners and the folks that have worked tirelessly to deliver service each and every day. We are so grateful, and we are glad that the launch of this new service happens in a week full of celebration for the organization. Each step of the way, Metro delivers transit investments like RapidRide to further our commitment to equity. We focus on serving underserved communities, providing new economic opportunities for those neighborhoods, and combating climate change. This project also really represents the first of its kind for Metro. It's our first Envision certified project, a demonstration of achieving sustainable and equitable practices. Thank you so much to everyone who was able to join us today, and please share the word as you ride this fabulous new H Line about how wonderful these new improvements are for the system, and we look forward to seeing you on the bus.